So this is all about MBBS in USA. Okay. Somebody has switched on the audio again. Dimpy Singh, आपका audio बंद कर दो सर जी. I hope you are able to hear me. Please don't switch on the audio because that is not going to help you. It's going to disturb everybody. I can't keep on telling. I might dismiss the student who keep on switching on the audio again and again. Okay. So let's move from here. This is all about MBBS in USA. As per me, there is nothing which is better than this program. Okay. So what I would suggest is have a look at this option. Okay. This is specially much better than the students who are looking for private colleges in India because it costs the same. It costs you the same as private colleges in India, and there are huge number of students already there. Of course, not as many as Russia, China, and Ukraine and all those places. Okay. Yes, Swayam Siddha, you can attend it next week. Definitely, if you think you want to have some half an hour of good time and relaxation, then you can continue. Otherwise, you better focus on the exam. That's what I will advise you. So choice is entirely yours. Okay. Under pressure, you will not, you won't be able to focus much on the webinar, and you'll be losing time for the exam as well. Okay. So next week there will be something on this, and then you can take it forward. I don't think you should waste your time here now. Okay. Thank you. So let me move forward now. This is the topic. Okay. And if you take the right time, right decision at the right time, you're definitely going to benefit out of it, because we all know there are 11 lakh students who are appearing for MBBS, and we have only 25,000 seats, in which 50% are again reserved. Okay. So in that case, the chances of getting into the government college is quite less. If you have a budget which is matching with the private colleges, for example, 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, believe me, that's the minimum cost that you will need to get an admission into a private college this year. And that's because there is no donation, everything is through need, so the colleges are increasing their costs. So that is a cost of MBBS and not PG, remember. And there is absolutely no point in doing only MBBS. The value of MBBS is finished, almost finished. Everybody says that's the first step for PG, but remember, you have to think of PG right from the beginning, because thinking halfway for the PG is never going to, it has never worked for a doctor. Okay. So what you should be doing is clearly make your own roadmap up to PG, whichever suits you. So in case you take a admission into PG, in India, in private college, it's going to cost you like hell, like kind of 2 crores and all. So for PG in India, in private college, the total cost MBBS plus PG is almost 2.5 to 3 crores. The net cost of doing PG in USA is zero. How? We will learn that today. So that's why we tell you that this is definitely going to help you. Okay. Many people make a mistake of choosing things, and this is an open session, interactive one. You can ask me all the questions that you have, and anything that I tell you, I request you to do your own research on Google and a lot of other places. Okay, so that you are very sure about the decision and the roadmap that you are deciding for yourself. Okay. So there are, of course, scholarship. There is a scholarship test for which a lot of people have registered. So what those things are there. So that's what we are going to learn on this session. Okay. So let me move forward from here. I hope everybody knows the difficulty. So I am not going to get into the difficulty level of getting in India. I am going to get into what is better to do. Why is this an option of better than an Indian private college? If you are getting in government, that's just too good. But naturally, all of us know that only 1% of open category, 1% of reserved category of the total aspirants are going to get into medical, MBBS in India in government. So what happens to the 98% of the students who appeared for NEET is something which we are going to discuss. Welcome, Runal. We have just started, so nothing to worry on that part. Okay. So this is for these people who have no choice but to spend through their nose and get into the private colleges. No, not required. This is the better choice. Okay. So I hope this will give you a much better option in your mind, a clearer option in your life, and your career can be set fully. Okay. So let me take it fully to the next level. It tells you the same thing what I told you already. And why do I tell you this? Because the biggest mistake that you student do at 12th, यार MBBS में एडमिशन नहीं मिल रहा है सर, पीजी की क्या बात कर रहे हो? MBBS करो ही मत अगर पीजी नहीं मिल रहा है. That is what I tell the students. Okay? And that's because a student, क्योंकि आज आपको इसका प्रॉब्लम है, आप इसी का सोच रहे हो. When you do MBBS, the average salary of a doctor in India is 35 to 40,000 rupees. Around 5 lakh rupees a year. Average salary of an MBA in India is almost the same. I hope you understand now. So if you are really keen, okay, if you are really keen to make a name, earn the respect and reach till the end of the journey, सिर्फ MBBS पे अटकने का कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि पीजी करने के लिए 3 करोड़ रुपया लगता ही लगता है, 2.5-3 करोड़ डिपेंडिंग ऑन द स्पेशलाइजेशन ब्रांच. MBBS प्लस पीजी इंडिया में अगर वो नहीं है पैसा, तो पहले से ऐसा रूट लो, take the route right from the beginning which leads you to MD or MS, because this is what in the developed countries you can't even work with a bachelor degree. Remember, the basic degree required in the developed countries like USA, Germany, whichever country that you choose is post graduation. Okay, so in case you, because if you ask anybody who is attending this webinar, they will, if I ask anybody what do you want to become, they will not say only doctor. They want to become gynec or radio or nuclear or ENT specialist or cardio or neuro or something of that sort. But you can't do that at MBBS. This is of no use. I hope you understand now. So basically you want to become something else. Okay. You are not getting prepared for it. So right from the beginning, have that in your mind that if I do, I'll do PG. Otherwise, I am not going to do even MBBS unless your budgets are low. Now, I believe the people who are attending this have some budget with themselves, and we will help you with scholarships and education loan to fulfill the rest of the story. Okay. So let's aim for good things in life. Let's not just shorten our vision. And everything is available nowadays. Welcome, Mr. Panchal. We have just missed something, but you can still continue. So I think I have made my point very clear, and my attitude is always going to be towards this. Okay, and US program will make sense to you only if your passion matches with mine. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This is how, when you think about MBBS abroad, this is how it works. Okay. This is the best choice because of many benefits which we will learn. The student who complete this program do not get stuck because of MCI screening test, because of post-graduation requirement, MD or MS degree, and because of finances. You won't believe everything that you earn here, you're going to get back here. That's why I told you it's zero. The cost is literally zero. In fact, you'll be saving money if you can get into PG. But it's not that easy as we think about. You have to work hard to do that. So what are the challenges? We must learn all those things. Today, that is what I'm going to tell you about. The challenges, the scholarships, and the financial aids or education loans to fulfill whether you are choosing this or this. Your end result over here is going to make sense. Remember. Okay. मिस्टर आदित्य जोशी, आपका मैं मैसेज पढ़ रहा हूं. पैसों की बात नहीं करेंगे. मैंने आपको पहले ही प्रॉमिस किया हुआ है कि आपको पैसे का प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा. There are enough of scholarships, enough of education loan. A program is available for everybody who can actually afford it. Okay. So there is nothing to worry. 80 लाख नहीं है तो उसका भी ऑप्शन है. You just have to focus. Forget the money. आप जब भी कोई भी चीज करने जाते हो, no Deepak, believe me, let's forget the money part right now. It's very difficult to explain you unless you finish off with the presentation. You'll feel much better. No problem with the money. When I'm telling you, there is nothing to worry about it. Believe my word. Just wait for 45 minutes till I finish and you will agree to what I'm saying. Okay? Aditya, I'm not going to answer. I'm going to answer all the questions at the end of the session. All I can request you is all of you just keep some patience for half an hour and understand what is the solution. Without understanding the program, requirements, eligibility, challenges, problems to go for such a program, you are only talking about the money at this moment. So my request is have a positive attitude. Money is not what is required. Hard work is required. We are there. I'm repeating myself. We are there to guide you. And I can tell you that you won't have the money problem. And I can show you that. Okay? Believe me, you won't have money problem once you listen to this. So let's have some patience. That's all. Okay? So let me move forward. So there are these 3 types of programs which are available. Okay? This is surely the best. But if you don't have money, you still have an option in which you can do something like this plus MD in USA or MD in Germany. The only difference is while you are doing MBBS here, you will be preparing for the same exam that you are going to prepare here. So how do you do that? So it's a seamless consolidated program right up to MD, whichever country you choose. The budget will define only your MBBS location. The budget is not going to define your destination. How do you do that? For that, you will have to understand how a person studies in USA, how he becomes a physician which is suitable for USA. If you know that, then only you can understand how you can transfer from here to here. So let's take step by step and how the scholarships are going to help you for this program, how the scholarships are going to help you this program. Okay? So let me take it this way. Let's go for the next slide and understand what I have in my mind. When you are studying, let's say you don't have a budget. Let's say Deepak, Khane, all the people, any other person who feels who don't have the budget. Welcome Suchit. Good to see all of you here. Let NEET be delayed. Don't worry. Don't get stressed because of NEET. Okay. Just start learning. This is the best time for you to gather the information. and block your seat, finalize your entire career of the next 9.5 years. That's what you can do peacefully, calmly, without having any pressures on your head. जो हो गया नीट में हो गया. आपको खुद को अपना स्कोर पता नहीं है, पता है अभी ऑलरेडी, खुद को पता है भले रिजल्ट नहीं आया हो. Okay? Please switch off the audio, whoever has joined in new. You have not written the name, so I don't know who it is, but then please switch off the audio. Thank you. So the point is, be cool, easy. Okay? When you are studying in a low cost program, is everybody able to hear me? Can 2 or 3 people confirm if they are able to? Okay, thank you. Okay, because somebody said that you are not able to hear. So when you are doing your MBBS in any country now, and you have gone through Moksh, we will give you the coaching to prepare for not only MCI screening test back in India or next examination. Okay? But we will also ensure that you are getting prepared for US MD program. Or you can choose to be ready for German MD program. Okay? आप कहाँ भी करो MBBS, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आप MD जरूर US में करो या फॉरेन में करो, ताकि आपको वहां का पैसा, जिसको पैसे का सोच रहे हो, उसका प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाएगा. स्कॉलरशिप जो है वो डायरेक्ट US प्रोग्राम के लिए भी है, और जब आप MBBS और कोई जगह पे कर रहे हो और आपको ये चाहिए या ये चाहिए, उनके लिए भी स्कॉलरशिप्स अवेलेबल हैं अभी. Okay? Whenever, this is the most important question, Aditya, that you have asked me. The most beautiful thing about US is when you crack USMLE 1 and 2 CK, we are going to learn what are these exams, and I'm going to take you to the website and of the USMLE and show you what are these exams and what are the passing percentage, and people have some wrong myths in their mind. When you crack USPG course, you don't need MCI screening test. This is the most important thing that you benefit that you have. Okay? So you can actually avoid MCI screening test now. That option is available. However, you have to be sure about preparations about MCI, just in case you are not cracking these exams. So you have a backup plan. If you don't cross this, you are here. If you don't cross this, you are here. So you have enough of backing plans while you are doing MBBS abroad. Remember, while you are doing. And the entire course of MBBS can be done under education loan if your documentations are proper. Entire USMLE coaching can be under scholarship, or German language for doing the medical PG can be under scholarship. So you absolutely have no problem actually. What we are looking at is the maximum participation for the scholarship. That's what we are looking at. What we will be doing is, and what we are requesting and what we need from you is, when we send this recorded version of this particular webinar or online seminar, I hope that you are able to be open-minded and share it with as many friends as possible, so that everybody gets an equal chance to participate. That's very important. Okay? It's not that only you should not tell everybody and you get your scholarship. It's not going to work like that, because scholarship test will actually assess you. Just because you are the best among the 2 students, it doesn't mean you get the scholarship. Let everybody come, let everybody compete, and let everybody get as much as possible. There is a huge amount of scholarship which is available. So there is nothing to worry. Don't worry about competition. This is very, very close. The total number of aspirants for the scholarships are going to be only 2000. Already we have somewhere around 857 scholarship participants, and still we are 1 month. It's going to close on 28th of June, the registration. So maximum 2000 people, and there are 30 pure scholarships for the direct US programs, and there are almost 70 scholarships which are pure online USMLE coaching programs. Additionally, you have this. So you have enough of scholarships. So nothing to worry. You have educational loan for MBBS, because only for MBBS if you go, you are not going to make your career. Any agent you go, he will tell, हाँ एडमिशन दिला देगा आपको, ये कर देगा. सर एडमिशन नहीं चाहिए, मुझे ये चाहिए. एडमिशन के बाद में एमसीआई में पास कितने होते हैं? 15%. बाद में कौन देने आएगा एग्जाम? मुझे एमसीआई की प्रिपरेशन चाहिए, इंडिया का लाइसेंस चाहिए. अगर मैं उसमें फेल होता हूं तो मुझे ऑनलाइन का यूएसएमएल एमडी का प्रोग्राम चाहिए. अगर मैं ये भी नहीं कर सकता हूं तो मुझे ये चाहिए ताकि मैं जर्मनी में एमडी करके लाइफ में सेटल हो सकूं. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. This is the best alternative that you are creating a safe. You bought a car, now you are going to buy an insurance. Okay. So let me put it this way. Uh, Everybody are, this chat is open for all your questions. Okay, continue to put on questions. It is an interesting session. I am expecting a lot of people to put in as many questions as possible, so that your question is heard by so many other people. Even they will, some of you are feeling shy, I know, like every time, and you're not going to ask me the question. Some of you are desperate to become doctor and you will ask me so many questions. So all I can tell you is, please go ahead with asking questions. Please do not stop, because I cannot be on these webinars very often. Okay. Make the maximum out of it. Okay. So now let me take you this way. I hope the basic thing is clear to you. Why you need the scholarship, why you need to get to the PG. MBBS बन के नहीं करना है, PG करने के लिए अपने को इंश्योरेंस लेना है. Okay. So let's go for the next level. What is the basic American program? Let's understand that first, and then we will come to the next level. What you need to, what are the challenges, and then how do we facilitate you to get into those challenges? Just read your slide on your screen. It's just the way the Americans become physicians in their own country. So we will be able to relate how we can become doctors, physicians in their country. Okay, I'm going to take a break of 30 seconds. I'll join you back, but till that time, just read the screen, please.
Is it working?
Okay, I'm back here. I hope you read it. I'm just going to explain you that there are three ways a person can become a MD in USA. Okay? One, direct admission to USA. I don't know why Mr. मीर अल्ताफ अहमद आप तीन बारी चार बारी आपने लॉगिन किया है, मुझे बार बार नोटिफिकेशन आ रहा है, डिस्टर्बेंस हो रहा है. एनीवे, सेकंड इज थ्रू Caribbean but in a US university, and third is MBBS in other countries but MD/MS, actually post graduation, in USA. These are the three ways that you can aim to become a ultimate physician and work there. Okay, so this slide shows you the first way to become, because that's the way the American become doctors there, and they try to practice in their own country. They decided at the 10th level itself. What they do is they do 3 years program. Remember, unlike ours is 2 years. So there is a gap of 1 year. Okay, don't go by my handwriting. I'm using a digital pen, otherwise it's much better. Okay, they give MCAT examination, and during these 3 years their GPA has to be you know very high. So without MCAT, there is no way you can directly get into US. So as an Indian student, because you have done 10 plus 2, you are yet to get this BS degree. You have to first do 16 months in USA, which is called pre-medical, and during which you will appear for MCAT examination, okay, and you will get BS degree. So you are at par with American. You have given MCAT. You have done your 13 years. Okay, you have got that additional 120 credit hours before you can enter into medicine in USA. Based on your MCAT, you will get a American government university. This is how you can become a doctor. However, as you can see it here, first step is to get the BS degree. Second step is to do MCAT. The problem is there are huge expenses before even entering the medical program in USA if you go directly. And there is no guarantee that you will be able to crack it. Crack MCAT. MCAT is one step above NEET. Okay. So this is basically the way in which many students who have money, it costs you approximately 1.7, 1.5 crores to 1.7 crores if you want a direct admission to USA. Okay. So that's out of budget of most of the people. Some people do go from Punjab, from Gujarat. We have seen the flow. But most of the people do not opt for this. They opt for the next option, which is the second option or the third option. This option, the second one through Caribbean, we will learn it in a detailed manner. And the third option, we will learn it. That's a way out for those people who have lesser budget, but they get the same thing. Just like you would have done MBBS in India. Doctors in India do not get PG seat in India. That's natural because every year 50,000 doctors coming out and there are 5,000 seats. Only 2,500, 3,000 seats are government and another 2,500, 3,000 seats in private. Private is exorbitantly expensive, so they all think of doing it. In government, they can't get through NEET PG. So their option is nothing but to appear for USMLE Step 1, which is the next level exam to enter into PG for USA. I hope you understood now. Okay. So let's take the third option and second option in much more detail, because that's something. The second option is going to cost you as much as a private college in India. The third option is going to cost you even 1/3 of that cost. But it will ask you, or half of that cost, or 1/3 of that cost, depends on the country where you do your MBBS. But it will ask for a dedication from your end. Okay, why and how, we'll learn it in the next slides. Okay. So this is what happens. As you can read it on your screen, you have completed 10th, you have completed 12th. So still 1.6, so 16 months are balance. That's what you do in pre-medical. After that, you give MCAT exam during those 16 months. This is the standard American program. Then 2 years of theory, 2 years of practical. This is called clinical rotation. This is called basic medical science. This is clinical rotation. Okay. So basically, once you complete your pre-medical, you have to complete your 4 years of, then you become MBBS. Actually, you get a degree of MD that is equivalent to MBBS. Okay. After this, so do not confuse yourself. This MD is not our Indian MD, and MCI knows that. Okay. Don't think that ये MD लेके मैं गायनेक बन जाऊं, नहीं बनोगे. MCI knows this. रशिया से भी अब करते हो तो MD ही डिग्री होता है, बट MBBS से इक्विवेलेंट होता है. चाइना में MBBS बोलते हैं, इंडिया में MBBS बोलते हैं. ये डिग्री बैचलर लेवल को MD बोलते हैं यूएसए में. ओके. सो ये 1.5 साल प्री मेडिकल का, और ये 4 साल, मतलब 5.5 years is what you are looking at to complete your MBBS. And that has got 1.5 years plus this 2 years, 3.5 years of theory and 2 years of practical. So they have more of practical. This practical clinical rotation or clinical practice is more on Indian internship kind of. This is called core rotation. Core rotation, and this is elective rotation. Okay. So what happens is 1.5 years here pre-medical, 2 years of pure theory, and then 2 years of clinical rotations. Here आपको जो स्पेशलिटी चाहिए उस स्पेशलिटी में डिपार्टमेंट में आप काम करते हो हॉस्पिटल में. ये सभी डिपार्टमेंट्स में आप रोटेट होते हो, जस्ट लाइक इंडियन इंटर्नशिप. Now I will tell you where is the challenge. Challenge is over here. The main first and the most important challenge is here. It's USMLE Step 1 examination. Okay. Challenge is over here. USMLE Step 2. 2 is divided into CK and CS. ये जो 1 और CK है वो ऑनलाइन एग्जाम है. CS, 2CS is clinical skills, is a practical examination. So a student moves from here to here. Mr. Vijay, please keep your audio off. Thank you. I hope you are able to grasp the whole program very clearly. It is not that simple as 4.5 years theory, 1 year a practical internship हो गया अपना इंडिया में. ऐसा नहीं है. Pre-medical plus 2 years of theory, one examination called USMLE Step 1, core rotation plus elective rotation, another examination called USMLE Step 2 CK, which is clinical knowledge, theory part online. Okay, you move to 2 CS and then you are ready for PG. 4 years of PG. So this varies from 3 to 7 years, but 4 is the average one depending on your specialization branch. Okay, I will answer that question, Mr. Nabil Sheikh. At the end of the session, I will be answering all the questions. All of you are requested to put on questions. That's an interesting question. So, okay, let me do the next one. Take you to the next slide. I hope you have understood. Should I move to the next slide? Anyone can say yes so that I can move. I am just making sure that you know the basic program. Okay, Nabil. Thank you. So let's move then. Let's move to the next one. Now we will take the second route, which is the Caribbean island route. Okay. This is a very beautiful. There are many American universities which are established. More than 120 universities have been established on Caribbean islands by the American universities. The university is registered in US, which is a mandatory thing. They have opened an offshore campus on Caribbean islands, which is just a 3-hour flight from US. Okay, these are all the islands, Caribbean islands, West Indies. Over there, they have set up the campuses. These, if you do the program in these through this route, it will cost you as much as Indian private college. Let's move to the main slide now. Welcome, Akshar. So let me take you to the next one. ये यहाँ पे सारे Caribbean islands हैं. This is our mainland of US. Okay. Lot of countries are there. Every island, huge number of islands are there. Every island. 120 यूनिवर्सिटी में आप सिर्फ 12 यूनिवर्सिटी अप्रूव्ड है MCI में. Okay, you cannot go to everywhere. और उसमें भी US के अंदर उस 12 में से सिर्फ 4 अप्रूव्ड है. So how to determine what are the accreditations, what are the approvals, how to check it? There are ways how you can do it. Everything is available. Only thing I am going to show you how to search the right information. I am going to search it on the computer, on my computer, and you will be able to do that for on your computer later, okay, on yourself. That is the most important part, whether the university is accredited, it has the required approvals. You can study on the Caribbean and shift over there, because on the Caribbean only the classroom training is done for the pre-medical and the first 2 years of theory. After that, you have to do the clinical rotations in US and you have to do the PG in US. So 6 years in US, 3 years in Caribbean. First 3 years in Caribbean and then 6 years in US. If you do MBBS in, let's say, Russia or Ukraine, and if you have gone through a Moksh, then we will provide you the third route, which is a very economical route, wherein you can do MBBS in another country plus MD in Russia, USA. Now, why am I after USA? Why do you think US is the best? Not because it is the best country to live in, because there are 3 or 4 major advantages. Okay? Why are we aiming to do PG in USA is because when you come back from USA, you do not have to appear for MCI screening test. Advantage number 1, very big advantage. Most of the people who go from here, they are afraid to pass MCI screening test looking at the past passing ratios. But in spite of being afraid, they do not get themselves trained and coached while they are studying MBBS, and they will come back They attend a crash course and they fail. It's not going to work. So having an MCI screening test requirement when you are studying in Russia and there, then coaching is mandatory. But over here, there is no need of MCI. Second advantage, the PG degree that you earn in USA is accepted in India directly. Okay, I'm getting something on the मिस्टर डिम्पी सिंह, आप अपना mci.india.org चेक कर लो, मेडिकल काउंसिल का. आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ के मुझे न्यूज़ मत दो, आप मेडिकल काउंसिल का वेबसाइट पढ़ लो, वहां पे आपको मिल जाएगा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में. नहीं मिले तो मुझे बोल देना, मैं लिंक दे दूंगा. द रूल इज, if you have completed your PG from an English speaking country, which is US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand or UK, you do not have to appear for MCI screening test. Okay? So न्यूज़पेपर को छोड़ो, मेडिकल काउंसिल को पकड़ लो. अभी जो आपको अल्टीमेटली डिग्री लाइसेंस देने वाला है, जो अप्रूवल्स देने वाला है इंडिया में प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए, जो रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर देने वाला है, उनकी वेबसाइट पढ़ो. वो भी गवर्नमेंट की वेबसाइट है. प्राइवेट न्यूज़पेपर के पब्लिक रिलेशंस वाले जिसको जैसा चाहिए वैसा प्रिंट करेंगे, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है? Government websites will be the most authentic source of information for all of you. Okay? Do you agree with me, Dimpy? Fantastic, fantastic. So MCI झूठ नहीं बोलेगा आपको, सिंपल सी बात है. ठीक है? So the safest source is that. So let us assume before we go to MCI website, okay, that is what I am saying is truth and it is available on MCI. Okay, you don't have to give MCI. If you have completed your, yes, Mr. Hassan, we will give you the link. Absolutely no problem. In fact, we will give you the link to that along with the recorded webinar for everybody, so that you are pretty clear on the whole issue. So what happens is, MCI निकल गया, सबसे बड़ा टेंशन दूर हो गया. दूसरा, पीजी तक अगर मैंने जंप मार दिया यूएस के अंदर, तो मेरा पीजी का डिग्री भी इंडिया में अप्रूव्ड है. मतलब मेरे को नीट पीजी देने की जरूरत नहीं, मुझे डायरेक्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन मिलेगा. और श्रीधर, आप अपना आवाज बंद कर दीजिए, ऑडियो म्यूट कर दीजिए प्लीज. थैंक यू. आपको वो 2 करोड़ लेने की भी जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ पे डोनेशन. ओके मिस्टर पंचाल, यू विल गेट, आप जब गूगल करोगे ना, तो तब आप एक स्टैंडर्ड एक क्वेश्चन गूगल में पूछ सकते हो जो आपने मुझे पूछा है, क्योंकि दैट विल बी अ वेरी हैप्पी सरप्राइज फॉर यू. इफ आई टेल यू राइट नाउ, most of the things that I am going to tell you today is not going to be very easily digestible to you, because your self realization is the best realization. Okay, just Google पे जाना ये सेशन खत्म होने के बाद, और यही सवाल गूगल को पूछना. You will be surprised, the average salary for a fresh physician is US dollar $250,000, which is more approximately 1.5 करोड़ तक हो जाता है पर ईयर. आप 28 साल में एज में या 30 साल की एज में, एवरेज एज 30 साल की है, 28 साल में भी हो सकते हो. सो आपको ये नहीं, लेट्स नॉट गेट इनटू द कॉस्ट मिस्टर हसन, आई हैव वार्न्ड यू बिफोर आल्सो. सो आपको गूगल करना पड़ेगा, आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि ये प्रोग्राम कैसे होता है. ये इतना अच्छा प्रोग्राम है, आपको पता नहीं है, हर साल हंड्रेड्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स जाते हैं. बट देन यू विल गेट अ रिकॉर्डेड वेबिनार. सो हसन, you can hear it again. Don't worry about that. That's not a problem. I'm just trying to tell you, we, all of us, whoever is listening to here, over here listening to me have agreed on one part. Money is not a problem. I am promising you money is not going to be a problem for your career. Let's focus on the career roadmap today. We will sort out the money problem later. Okay? And you have to make it as popular within your friends, within, so that किसी को गलत जगह पे प्राइवेट कॉलेज में जान के करोड़ रुपया 80 लाख रुपया देने की जरूरत ना हो, किसी को नीट का टेंशन लेने की जरूरत ना हो, आपके पास बैकअप है, आप अपना एक्शंस लेना जरूरी है. That's all you have to see. Once you have done that, you don't need to worry about it. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. कि भाई ये दूसरा जो ऑप्शन है वो क्या है, यूएसएमएलई 1 क्या है, कितना डिफिकल्ट है, कैसे पास होता है, कैसे मुझे इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा, प्योर प्रोग्राम क्या है. आप ये रीड करो अपने स्क्रीन पे, शांति से ग्रास्प करो. स्लो, मैं इतना स्लो जा रहा हूं क्योंकि मुझे एक हफ्ता अभी कोई वेबिनार नहीं लेना, मैं जा रहा हूं इंडिया के बाहर. सो आई एम गोइंग टू बी रिलैक्स्ड, सो आई एम टेकिंग माय ओन टाइम एंड स्पेंडिंग एज मच टाइम विथ यू all of you, so that it gets into your head. You will not feel unsecured with this NEET and late results of NEET or new NEET possibilities through Madras High Court. All those problems को बाजू में रख दो. आप शांति से बैकअप, अपना बैकअप तैयार करना चालू करो. This is your plan B, or for the students who already know that their score is not going to touch 520, 540. This may become a plan A. It has already become plan A for more than 45 students who have joined this Caribbean program. Out of 90 seats, already 45 seats have gone. Okay. So people are not waiting once they know the NEET results. They just have to submit the documents and make sure that they have understood the roadmap and have got clarity about the challenges. There are a lot of challenges. It's not so easy. ये सब income और cost सोच के प्रोग्राम में मत घुसना. चैलेंजेस और अपनी कैपेबिलिटी सोच के इस प्रोग्राम में घुसना. करेक्ट आदित्य. सेकेंड रूट कॉस्ट यू एज मच एज इन इंडिया. कैन यू गारंटी दैट यू विल गेट इन इंडिया? क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, योर समझो आपको ऑलरेडी 500 मार्क्स नीट का गारंटीड है, 490 है, 500 है, तो यू कैन एम टू फॉर प्राइवेट कॉलेज. आपको प्राइवेट कॉलेज में मिल गया, आपने 80 लाख दे दिया, उससे कम में सोचना भी मत मिलने का. कॉस्ट इज नॉट गोइंग टू कम डाउन. यू कैन चेक लाइक तेरना कॉलेज इन नवी मुंबई, 23 lakh rupees fee structure for per year. It has already been published now. So all I am trying to say is check the private college cost and you will realize that 70-80 लाख रुपया somebody is using my account and publishing some questions. Has somebody So all I'm trying to say is I want to answer that question of Aditya, which is very good question, and I want everybody to listen to that answer. Is that 80 लाख रुपया एक्सपेंस किया, आप बने क्या? MBBS. पीजी में 2 करोड़ तैयार रखना. आप मुझे ढूंढ के एक डॉक्टर बता दो, प्लीज सर्च ऑन माय बिहाफ. मुझे आज तक एक स्टूडेंट मिला है जिसने बताया कि सर वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड हैड बिकम MBBS इन अ प्राइवेट कॉलेज एंड ही कुड क्रैक नीट पीजी टू गेट इनटू अ गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज फॉर पीजी सीट. एक स्टूडेंट. आप भी सर्च कर देना. 99.9% you will fail. There is no private college student who can get into the government medical college. That means एक प्राइवेट कॉलेज में जाने वाला जो 80 लाख रुपया 70 लाख रुपया खर्चा करके जा रहा है, वो फिर से पीजी करना है तो प्राइवेट में ही जाना पड़ता है बिकॉज ऑफ लो क्वालिटी ऑफ द एजुकेशन ओवर देयर. And once you take this route, you are in a trap because the entire cost will be 3 crores. 2.5 crores. Ask your doctor, ask a physician, ask a MD. यस हसन जी, अभी तक आपने सारे कॉलेजेस ने अपना पब्लिसाइज नहीं किया है फाइनल कॉस्ट. अभी तो नीट का भरोसा नहीं है, ये तो होगा पहले नीट का रिजल्ट मेरिट लिखेगा फिर प्राइस चेंज करेंगे वो लोग. दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, क्योंकि रूल आ गया है कि भाई ओनली क्वालिफाइड स्टूडेंट्स विल बी अलाउड टू अप्लाई फॉर प्राइवेट कॉलेज. So they are not even bothered to publish their final costs. And even if it is 10 lakh per year, that is a tuition fee, that is 45 lakhs is tuition fee. Even if they don't increase the cost, plus your hostel cost, lab cost, exam cost, living cost, वो सब ऐड करोगे 5 साल का 4.5 साल का, and it will jack up to approximately 55 to 60 lakhs. There is something called a development cost. Okay, there is a student affairs cost. जो कल्चरल प्रोग्राम करते हैं, ये करते हैं, हर साल का 10-20 हजार उसमें जाता है. फिर उसके बाद में टेक्स्ट बुक्स, व्हाइट कोट, इक्विपमेंट्स, ये वो गिनती करोगे 60-70 लाख के बीच में आपका खर्चा चला जाएगा. ठीक है, इवन इफ इट इज 10 to 12 lakhs, it will end up at 60 to 70. But I am telling you, on average, in India, the cost of private medical college is not going to be less than 12 to 13 lakh rupees per year. And anything less than that will be in a smaller town where there is no hospital affiliations much. Small hospitals with 200, 250 hospital beds is not going to train you. Somebody has used my name and logged in actually. So I don't know your real name, or are you also Dhananjay Shah? I don't know. I'm getting a question from a Dhananjay Shah to Dhananjay Shah on my chat mode. That's funny. But anyway, I will be answering the question. So what it happens is, if you are not NEET qualified, you are not even getting into private. But even if you are qualified, even if you have 70 lakhs, even if you take one, ओके परमवीर जी, आपने नाम धनंजय शाह लिखा है वहां पे. वही मैं सोच रहा था. बट नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम परमवीर जी. सो आपका पीजी का क्या होगा? फिर वापस वही चक्कर में आओगे. You will ultimately be earning 35,000 rupees. If you don't get PG into a government seat, you will be either have to spend 1.5-2 crores, or you will have to remain throughout your life for MBBS. Or at that time, as most of the Indian doctors come back to us saying that sir मुझे अभी medical PG in Germany करना है या USMLE के लिए prepare करना है. I hope you are able to understand. आपको मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूं कि आप पहले से प्रिपेयर करो, बाद में टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, फिर आपका टच चला जाएगा पढ़ाई से. If it is for PG, if it is right from the beginning, you will make it. If it is at the end of MBBS, you start preparing for PG, you are done with. That's very difficult. Okay. So प्रॉब्लम आदित्य आप समझ गए होंगे कि सिर्फ एमबीबीएस मिलेगा, पीजी कर नहीं पाओगे. 80 लाख तो वैसे ही जा रहा है. तो ये पीजी तक का प्रोग्राम है. और इन्होंने जो लिखा है, लास्ट सवाल किसने पूछा है? मिस्टर पंचाल. करेक्ट है. आप जब एमडी इन यूएसए करते हो, मैंने बताया एवरेज सैलरी ड्यूरिंग एमडी इज $4,200 पर मंथ. ये कहां से पता चलेगा आपको? एनआरएमपी से. आज भी at any point of time you can definitely go to this website, check the live offers for those students who have completed step 1 and step 2 and applying for PG in US. This is what residency is all about. National Residency Match Program of USA. Okay, so they'll match your score, place you in the hospital. Okay, at that time you will earn the money, this much. Now this is like, you can multiply by 65, around 33 lakh a year. So 4-year PG, you are earning 1.3 crores. Spend as much as you can, still you'll be left with 1 crore of rupees, which you have not even spent during your MBBS. Okay, so third option is the best. in terms of economy. Second option is the best in terms of success. First option is quite difficult for most of the Indian students. That's how it works. So this is what the whole program is. Pre-medical, basic medical science, and do your USMLE step 1. If it is from Caribbean, you will be transferred to USA. It's clinical rotation 2 years and 5 trimesters. Each trimester is 4 months. Give step 2 CK and CS and start with your residency, which is paid residency. I hope you are getting this clear now, Mr. Panchal. There is no need to do MCI screening test. But if you come here and you are not able to transfer yourself from here to here, you will have to give MCI screening test. Over here, it's not required. So it's all the benefits are lying in PG. So a lot of students are choosing the second option, but most of the students are choosing the third option. Yes, Mahesh ji, आप काफी late आए हो, but we can definitely go for it. So those who want a classroom coaching for step 1, now you will get a clarity. Preparation for step 1 in the classroom, because यहाँ से आप ट्रांसफर हो जाओगे क्लिनिकल रोटेशन के लिए. पहले 1.5 साल और ये 2 साल सिर्फ स्टेप 1 की प्रिपरेशन होती है क्लासरूम में कैरिबियन में, और कुछ भी नहीं होता. उसके लिए दे प्रिपेयर एंड एंश्योर दैट यू गेट 230 मार्क्स इन स्टेप 1. दैट इज द फर्स्ट टारगेट. अब हम लोग चैलेंजेस पे आ गए हैं. अब आपको 230 नहीं आया तो, या 240 आया या 220 आया, 240 आया, better hospital, better specialization branch. I will show you. NRMP has published, you can see it on nrmp.org. अगर कम आया तो फिर आप फंस गए. तो कैसे फंसते हो वो भी देखते हैं हम लोग. I hope you are able to. So those who are confident on themselves and they have the money, they basically choose this type of programs. Those who are not very confident or don't have money, they go for MBBS in Russia plus MD in USA, or MBBS in other countries, Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus, and then add it up with the residency in USA. जब आप MBBS बाहर करते हो, that is the third option. I am just trying to connect the two now. तब आपको पूरा ऑनलाइन पे स्टेप 1 लाइव लेक्चर्स अमेरिका से रिलीज होते हैं, और स्टेप 1 और स्टेप 2 के लिए प्रिपेयर होते हैं आप लोग. ओके, और वही एग्जाम्स है, प्रोसेस वही है. आप चाहे डायरेक्ट यूएस में जाओ, आप चाहे इंडिया में MBBS करो, तो भी स्टेप 1, स्टेप 2 और स्टेप 3 करना ही पड़ेगा. आप कैरिबियन से जाओ तो स्टेप 1 देके आप यूएस ट्रांसफर होते हो क्लिनिकल रोटेशन के लिए. ये आपका यूएस में होता है. और अगर आप MBBS अलग जगह से करते हो तो प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है ऑनलाइन पे. तो आपको तीनों ऑप्शंस यहाँ मोक्ष से मिल जाएगा. इफ यू गो थ्रू www.moksh16.com, you will find the whole description of each of the program, whether it is you check the Russian page or China page, or you can check USA पेज. आपको ये वाला कैरिबियन का एक्सप्लेनेशन देंगे या डायरेक्ट वाला एक्सप्लेनेशन देंगे. आप समझ गए. सो आई होप दैट नाउ यू हैव स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग कि मैं पीजी का सोचूं, MBBS का सिर्फ न सोचूं. पीजी की प्रिपरेशन मैं MBBS के अंदर में करूंगा. ओके मिस्टर दीपम, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दिस आंसर. ओके, you do MBBS from anywhere and then you can do MD in USA. That's what people have to do. But the course of MBBS in India is different than what you need to get prepared for USMLE. अगर आपके पास इंडिया में मिलना है तो आप कभी यूएस का सोचोगे भी नहीं. आप नीट पीजी का तैयारी करोगे. Every doctor prepares for NEET PG if they are getting the admission in India, because they cannot think beyond. Now, last 2-3 years, people have realized that 65,000 doctors appear every year for NEET PG और 3,000 सीटें हैं. तो यही प्रॉब्लम जो अभी आप फेस कर रहे हो सेम पीजी लेवल पे होता है. प्राइवेट का 3,000 सीट समझ लो आप बाय करना बहुत मुश्किल है फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल. सो रह क्या गया फिर? वही तो प्रॉब्लम है कि इंडिया में आप एमबीबीएस करके छूट जाओगे और आप यूएसएमएलई के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं हो. तभी तो आप यूएस नहीं जा सकते, इंडिया में मिलता नहीं है पीजी, तो करोगे क्या? अटक गया एमबीबीएस में. या थैंक यू दीपक, आई अंडरस्टूड. ओके, सो let's move forward from here. I hope everybody has understood this. Shall I move to the next one? Yeah, someone can tell me. Thank you Kanab. So basically ये चीज है, when you go to Caribbean, these are the three options. Even through Caribbean there are options like 1.5 crore or direct US is 1.5 crore. Okay, then there are universities which conduct 70 to 80 lakhs, and then there are universities in Caribbean which are 35 to 45 lakhs budget. They are not destined for USA. Now how do they manage this? I'll tell you. ये इतना फर्क क्यों है? ऐसा क्या है इसमें? ये लोग क्या नहीं देते जो ये देते हैं, और ये लोग क्या देते हैं? ये what are these people giving you that these people are not giving? Approximately 90%, 80% of the students go here. The 19% go here and 1% go here. 100 जाते हैं तो एक यहाँ जा रहा है. Around 80 people go here and 19 people who are fooled by the agents, they choose this. Now, क्या फर्क है और क्या छुपाते हैं वो लोग यहाँ पे, वो मैं बताऊंगा. I will need just some 30 seconds break again. In the meantime, I am going to open the next slide so that you can also read in my absence. This is the most important thing that you must understand before you think about US program. ये clarity लेके आएगा आपको, ठीक है? I'll take a break, 30 seconds. Yes, I'm back now. As you can see, this is where the whole difference is. It is mandatory to have a clinical rotation in the last 2 years, okay, and not observership. ये जो clinical rotation है, that costs you approximately 35 to 40 lakh rupees. The major expense is over there. और जो observership रहता है वो free रहता है. Observership certificate is never going to be acceptable for you to get in residency. आपका residency का aim था, आपने कंजूसी किया, you did not spend money what is required to get the clinical rotation. That's how the 20% of the people or 19% of people who are getting approved, that's where, oh, this is Caribbean, this is US, this is in 35. Oh, this is very cheap, we'll go there. Same to program hai. This is where the whole trick is about. So for God's sake, even if somebody writes that I'm going to give you clinical rotation in 35 lakhs last 2 years, what you should be doing is go to Google, type one simple question. How much does a hospital cost you for clinical rotation in USA? And you will get an answer. Mr. Aditya, please switch off your audio. This is of no use. For God's sake, don't disturb everybody. It's a serious webinar. Please do not switch on your audio. Mr. Panchal, I will be answering at the end of the session. I told you before. So your questions cannot be, because everybody asks me questions, then we'll never end this session. Let me finish the session, understand the program, jot down the questions on the chat mode. I'll answer it at the end of the day. Okay? So you will find that the minimum clinical rotation per week, the cost is around $700, $800, depending on the hospital, $650, $1,000 in a very reputed university or a hospital. So there are minimum 80 weeks of clinical rotation that is mandatory, 90 is recommended, 48 weeks in the core rotation, 32 weeks in the elective rotation. That's the minimum requirement for you to get into the residency. Observership is under a doctor, clinical rotation is by the hospital. If the doctor leaves the hospital for another change of hospital, there is nobody to give you the certificate, because during residency, the hospital will definitely write back. Okay? They will write back to the hospital that did you actually conduct. And if the doctor is not available, you will not get the answer. And you will never get a residency. Even if you manage a doctor over there, he will not write clinical rotation because you have gone through observership. I hope you understand. And the moment you do not get the confirmation of clinical rotation conducted by the hospital, it means you can never get a residency in USA. And that's why some programs are 35 to 40 lakhs, but they will not give you the clinical rotation. So you have to return back to India and you have to give the MCS test. Mr. Aditya, please switch off your audio. आप क्यों बार बार चालू कर देते हो भाई? It's of no use, boss. You are disturbing so many other people. Thank you. मैं जो बोल रहा था, I get interrupted, Aditya. That's the reason. So end of the day, अगर आप clinical rotation करोगे, the cost will get added by 35-40 lakhs minimum, depending on the hospital, and that's how the cost is very high. I will have to dismiss you, Aditya. I have no choice. Okay. So I've done that for Aditya. Now I'm free. Back. So this is where the difference is. So please do not get interested to do something in USA in 35 lakhs, because some universities will be MCI approved and they will offer you the same program in 30 lakhs. But the only difference is they will not give you clinical rotation, because you will not find a single hospital, search yourself, which will give you a free hospital clinical rotation. Okay, what it means is your entire 5 years have gone waste. It is better to do that in any other country and add your USMLE courses. It's going to cost even lesser, the online one. Aditya, you are coming back again. I'm giving you last chance. If you come back, if you switch on your audio, I'll have to remove it again. Okay? Last chance for you. Thank you. So, this is how I hope this has gone well into your head, because this is the biggest mistake that people do, mainly because they get attracted with the low cost, but they don't understand the difference between the observership and clinical rotation. If you go through moksh16.com, we have a big article written on that. Just read that. When you go for MBBS in USA page, you will have an article. It will give you a link to this comparison between the two, and it will justify, I'm sure, that why this clinical rotation is important. Aditya, this is just because you continuously kept your audio on and I was requesting you to keep it off. It's disturbing others. That's the only reason. Okay? I'm requesting you once more. Please do not switch on your audio because the noise is coming to everybody. There's no other reason. I want you to listen to it but not disturb others. Right? I hope you don't do that. Thank you. So this is the whole program. Yeah, it's off now. I agree with you. I can see it from here who is switching it on. So when you switched on, I requested. Okay. Thank you. Just keep it off. That's all I require. Nothing else. Okay. Uh, Everybody else is able to hear my voice, because Sridhar is not able to hear me. Anybody can confirm me?
Yeah, we can hear. We can hear.
Can you confirm? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sridhar, there must be some, Sridhar, you need to check your connection suddenly. Okay. So this is where the whole system is. You give your step 1 in your 3rd year, as we saw it. You give your 2CK in the 5th year. Okay. You have to pass your 2CS. That is the practical one, in USA. These two are online exam. So even if you are doing MBBS in Russia, you can still give these exams. Okay. You will be shifted to US to give this examination. Of course, if you go through Caribbean, these two examinations, you will just give this examination and you will shift to US. I hope you understand now. If you go through Caribbean, during clinical rotation, you will be in USA and you will be giving these two exams. Okay. But if you have done your MBBS from, let's say, Russia, then you will do this exam online. We will prepare you for that with live lectures from US. We will again prepare you for this exam. Okay. And at the end, you get transferred to USA and you will give this exam. So you get your ECFMG certification. This is the most important certification. MD level ECFMG FMG certifications. It can be used anywhere in the world. Okay. This is acceptable worldwide. Absolute no problem. So the university which you go in Caribbean has to be approved by MCI. So check the MCI list. The university in Caribbean you go, check the ECFMG. The university which you go must give you clinical rotation. University where you go in, let's say, Russia, no problem, we can still do it. After you get the ECFMG certification, this comes into the picture, National Residency Match Program. Based on your marks and the hospital's approach, NRMP, saying that, okay, we need PG students, you know, who have USMLE step 1 score of 230, and I want it for pediatrics, let's say. So US hospital will put in the request, NRMP will match your scores, and create an interview call for you. So that entire application system is ERAs. We have given extensive explanations on our website moksh16.com, and you can go through it. We have given this is electronic residency application system. So you are actually applying for residency. This is a learn and earn post-graduation program. The one which I am telling you, you spend only for the first 5 years and 4 months, and here you will get $4,200 per year, per month, sorry. So once you have completed residency, you appear in the last year, you appear for step 3, that is the licensure exam. So what happens is, one is a competitive exam. There is a score which you need to perform to get to come over to the ensure that you get the residency. Okay. If you have 210, you will never get a residency. 215, never. 220, few, 1 in 1,000 person has got it. 230, everybody gets it. This is a qualifying exam for the clinical rotation. You just have to qualify and you move in, you move into the residency. This is during clinical rotation. This is just pass or fail. Okay. I will show you how to find how many people pass and fail, and you will be astonished. Okay. So this is how the whole program is. Once you get the license, you can work in India and US, because that PG degree board certification is acceptable in India. Yeah, that's a good question, Anish. Fantastic. Now you're getting to the right level. I will give you answers, okay? Just give me some time to answer your questions. Let's finish with this slide. Clear. I hope everybody is clear of the whole program now. You are able to visualize yourself from India to right
Sir,
up to
if you
PG.
can
Mr. Suchit,
also
can you please switch off your
tell
audio?
us,
Suchit Kelkar.
sir, can you please also, yeah,
If
sir,
you are
can you please
hearing
also
me,
tell us the
please
questions
switch
which
off
have
your
been asked?
audio. Thank you, Suchit. Thank you. I hope there is no software bug, because I hope the audio is not getting on its own, because it happened with Aditya probably. I don't know whether it's a software bug or something, but anyway. So I hope you are clear about the whole program. This is your 9.4 years to 10 years of total years you have to dedicate. This is going to be the do or die exam, competitive exam. Everybody will get through this. This is nothing. I will show you how to read that. Okay. If you are in a MCI approved, ECFMG approved university, this is done. No problem. You have to apply for IRAS. The university will help you to do that. This is something yourself. You are confident. You have the scores. You have the confidence to attend an interview in US. Go for the residency. What Indian doctors do after becoming MBBS, because they don't get into India through NEET PG, they go through this whole program again. Ask any one of the doctor, or I can speak to some experts who are dealing with Indian. I have somebody called Chirag. I will be inviting him as the presenter, who will give you much more detail, because he spent a lot of time in US in the with the medicos. Okay, he himself is not a doctor. Later on, those for the uh, actual applicants, I'm going to keep one session specially for the applicants, uh, who is going to be conducted with the presentation will be conducted by the doctors, and then even we have a session with the dean of the university. So step by step but before you get into that level, I want you to be very sure you are clear with the whole program. Once you choose this, then we can take it forward. Okay. So that is there, those are privileged you know entry only for the people who are applicants, so that you get very deep knowledge into the whole thing. You are clear before you go, and ensure that you are you are confident to do exactly what you have chosen to do before you take a decision. Okay. Yeah, Anish, I will be giving. Okay, let me tell you, Spartan is not the only university. Okay, the scholarship is by multiple universities, and all have the basic requirements. Okay, so we will go for all those explanations in the end. And don't worry, I'm not going to run away. I'll be answering each and every exam questions. Now this is USMLE exam. Let's learn about that. So if you, everything depends on step 1, then let's learn about it first before we move even first, you know, into this. This is what it is. As you can see, somebody asked me how many times can we score. He will get an answer on this slide. Okay. Now, how do I check? So many people are passing. How do I check? I will take you to over there. Okay. Just to gain the confidence and have an in-depth knowledge, I'm going to move away from this presentation and take you, I'll switch on the USMLE website. Okay. So let me go to Google. You will learn a lot from here now. How to retrieve the information. I will just go for usmle.org. This is the actual United States medical licensing examination. Okay. This is conducted by NBME, National, NBME, Board of Medical Examination, USA. This is the final authority. Let's go to scores and transcript and understand how many people actually, and this is the presentation which is also shared by us so that you can score report. How to read the score report. Okay, you can go through this and this is where you have to click. So it's very simple. usmle.org transcripts performance data. I choose a year. Let's say last year what happened or 2015, whatever you want to select. And here it shows. I want to say step 1 and the result is right in front of you. Everything is, data is fantastic always in US. Everything is perfect in US. You can see the passing marks and passing percentage for 15 as well as 16. I hope you are able to see this. Sridhar, I think your net connectivity is not good, but doesn't matter. You will get a recorded, whatever you missed, you will get a recorded version. So don't worry on that. Okay. I hope you are able to read it on your screen. Yeah, are you able to read it? Because I've gone out of the presentation. I just want somebody to confirm me that you are able to read the scores on your screen. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sridhar. Thank you. Thank you, Nabil. That's fine. That's done. So you can see if you are studying in an American university, this is the percentage. And if you are like from MBBS from India, Russia, this is the percentage. This is from a non-American or Canadian schools. And this is from an American university, whether you are in US or Caribbean. The universities, they are US schools or with offshore campuses, doesn't matter, but they are US schools. This is the percentage, average 94%. But remember, this is just passing. This is not ensuring you the PG seat. You can go through this whenever, you have the time. I have shown you where to retrieve the information. Okay. I'll go back to the slide where we stopped. You saw this? Passing marks. Pass नहीं होना है अपने को, minimum average marks होना है. What they want is you have to be above average in step 1. Okay? Step 2, no problem. It is not a competitive exam. Even if you get 209, 210, you will still get a residency because you have passed. No problem. This is 196, but you just have to pass. This is an average score just for the information. This is the passing percentage. This is the passing marks. I hope you are getting it clear. What happens is anybody getting more than 230, is definite to get. 53% of the applicants actually got into PG, unlike India where only 5% or 3% of them get into the PG. What happened to them? They can take up the exam for six times, but they can never make it to 230. They will just keep on some trying and then pass, and this is around 6%. 5 to 6% are here. Majority are above, passing range and up to above 245. So this is around 42%, this is around 53%, and this is around 5%. Okay? This is where you have to be. If you are here, you are stuck in life because there is no second examination. These are the failed to get residency. They are not going to get the another chance for step 1. And this data is available on nrmp.org. So you will have, I've given links on my website. You can simply click on them, study there further, and make sure that, I have given answer, Dimpy. I'm just giving answer. You are asking me the same question. These are the people who have failed. They can retake. These are the people who applied, but they could not get residency. These are the people who got it. These people cannot take the exam. They don't need to, and they can take it for 6 times. You can repeat only if you have failed. Once passed, you cannot repeat. You have got it, the PG, you don't need to. I hope you are clear, Dimpy. This is the most dangerous situation. You have passed USMLE, you cannot retake, but you are not getting into the PG. So what it means is you should have one NBME comprehensive examination mock test. Keep on doing it till you get 230. Before that, you never appear for register for step 1 examination. Everybody does that. But in Caribbean, you will have 3 years and 4 months to appear for step 1. You do not have any choice but to appear. You cannot continue. नहीं नहीं अभी एनबीएमई में सर नहीं आ रहा है मेरे को 200 ही हो रहा है मैं वेट करना चाहता हूँ. You cannot just keep on waiting. No university will make you wait. But when you do your MBBS in Russia or other countries, you have your own flexibility because you are doing it within MBBS. You should just keep on practicing so that Russia or Ukraine or Kyrgyzstan or China or Belarus, Georgia, where we can place you everywhere, you will get USMLE Step 1 online coaching with live lectures. You continue to prepare through mock test, through NBME examination comprehensive. Try to reach 230. Once you are done with, just give a call. We will register you for step 1. Oh, is not clear? My voice is not clear? Oh, is it the same with everybody? Is my voice not clear? Are others able to hear me? Oh, okay. It's maybe.
Yes, clear.
Okay. I understood. Let's take it slow. Maybe some internet interruption. Okay. Now we have students from across the country right now. So this is the best way we could conduct the presentation and create an awareness about the whole thing. Yeah. Mr. Panchal, don't worry. You will get it. Okay. So you need to make, you can ask us, sir, मेरे लिए ये अच्छा है, Caribbean अच्छा है या मैं इधर जाऊं? It's not only about budget. Now I will answer your question about your budget and money. Can you believe that your there is a scholarship if you want to go to Caribbean? There is a different scholarship if you want to go to Russia and prepare for USMLE. So for God's sake, don't miss this scholarship test. It's a huge thing happening in India right now. Spread it as much as you can. Share the website to as many people as you can. Let them participate. There are enough of amount of scholarships available. So don't worry about competition. Just take it and just make it to PG. That's the most important thing. Those people who score 230 in USMLE step 1 will further get a guaranteed scholarship for 2CK automatically. Even that kind of a scholarship is available. I hope you understand. So we will be sending you a PDF note on the available scholarships and how to participate in the exam, and how you can get, whether you are choosing Caribbean or whether you are choosing the other countries, more economical countries for the MBBS. So the MBBS part in Caribbean is expensive. The MBBS part in other countries is going to be dirt cheap. But there are direct scholarships, which is now amounting to 13 lakhs for one university, 40 lakhs for another university. All these scholarships are available for you. All I can tell you is, please ensure that you are there on the scholarship. You are definitely expected to gain something out of it. Okay? If you have thought about MBBS, start thinking about PG. That's the biggest takeaway from this test. We will know how many people actually attended. So we will know who have understood the whole program. Why are we pushing your thoughts right up to PG? The major problem is up to PG, not about MBBS. Okay? Most of the 22,000 students who go abroad, who do not listen to all this, they get stuck with MBBS or they get stuck with MCI screening test. They get fooled by agents. They do not have the right perspective. I'm trying to tell you, I have got so much of experience and I'm putting in a lot of energy on this. It's just because you should not put in yourself into trouble. I hope you will appreciate the whole thing. I'm taking you very slowly and steadily to the right perspective, what I think what is lacking today in India. Okay. So this is what the specialization and depending on the marks, this is US IMG, like international medical graduates, and this is non-US IMGs. So what it means is, if you go to Caribbean and you are an international medical graduate, this is what the whole scene is. If you are from Russia, Ukraine, or other China or Asian or European countries, this is going to be your, then you are a non-US IMG, okay, international medical graduate in US, but you have not done your MBBS from US. So that's what you categorize at non-US IMGs. You can see, let's say radiology over here, it goes right up to 250. The average is 238, okay, while for an US IMG, the average is 247. So if what happens is, they do appreciate that if you are from another country, if you have done MBBS in another system, whether it is Asian or European, from a non-American system of medicine, and if you have still scored higher, they do appreciate and give you the specialization at a lesser cost, lesser marks. I hope you understand now. So this is how the whole thing is divided. In certain sections where the demand is more, that's what happens. In certain sections, like you can see here, family medicine is the physician, okay? This is the standard MBBS what we see. In US, even family physician cannot do it at bachelor level. Now, somebody got it at 200 and average at 220, 1920. But don't go down to that level. Raise your bar. If you are a US IMG, then they get it at 212. So there are differences, and this is available on usmle.org. You can check this out and you will know exactly what you want to become, what will be your target score. In US, how do you get it? Because you will fall into this if you go to Caribbean, you will fall into this if you go from any other country. Options are open for you, scholarships are open for you for both the programs. Okay? Comparison with Indian options. We were doing that while going through the whole thing. We were doing that India mein hoga to kya hoga. Now this is like 11 lakhs. This is last year's presentation. Okay? 11 lakhs this year. A lot of people will go to this. Correct? These are the government seats. These are the private seats. Again, NEET qualified only. This was last year, 13,000. This is the conservative figure. Approximately 22,000 students are going. Rest of the students go here or they repeat. This is what the breakup of all the people is. BSc or BDS or BMS or repeat for NEET. If you take it in private, this is the cost. In the same cost, you can do this, but right up to PG. I hope now the whole option and flowchart is getting clear in your mind. You don't want to become, you want to become MBBS, just keep this. Don't even think of repeating, it's not going to help you. Okay? What remains is, get me 540 here in NEET. This is qualified plus 60, 70, 80 lakhs. Okay? This is, don't even think about MBBS, think right up to PG. I hope it's getting clearer now. Okay? There is no other option that you have. As you can see, there will not be much of an option after this. You have to take some option from here itself. Okay? I'm moving forward from here now. Sanjeevani, okay, this is the end of the session. I think we have done good, easy flow throughout the presentation, and I have had many questions. I will give you 1 more minute or 2 more minutes to think about questions and put them on the chat. Okay? Yeah, I know because of the rush this is happening. I agree with you. I'm sorry for that, Dimpy. We will be sending you both. I just hope that we find time to do that. I will instruct somebody to send you both. Okay? So, just type all your questions, everything that you can think of. I'm going to join you in 2 minutes, but I don't want you to ask me questions once I start answering. Otherwise, it becomes difficult. Okay? Please jot down all your questions quickly in the next 2 minutes so that I can take up one after another. I will not answer any questions once I start answering them. So I want you to do that at one shot. Thank you. Please go ahead with your questions. Thank you.
Sir, I wanted to ask you if somebody is studying MBBS in India, how he can prepare and when he should start preparing for the post graduation in USA. Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on now. I think, yes, we will start answering the questions. I'll go from the bottom and go right up to the top. Dimpy Singh is asking when and where will the test be conducted and what is that the scholarship offered by organization or the government? Okay. The scholarship online test will be conducted. It's an online test, just like how you are attending to this webinar. That's how the test will be conducted. The question bank will be uploaded by the university, not by the government. So when you are applying for MBBS plus US, so the Caribbean program will always be through the university uploaded question bank. So even we don't know the questions. Okay. It's just done half an hour before the questions, before the test, and you will have to be giving it online. Okay. So when you apply, when you are talking about the USMLE Step 1 and 2 CK program scholarship, that is a corporate social responsibility of Moksh, and we are sponsoring that coaching to all the students. So I hope you are very clear on that, Dimpy, that this is not only by the, there is no government involved here. This is purely by the university and Moksh. Okay. If you choose MBBS in Russia plus MD in USA, and if you have applied for the scholarship, it means that you stand a chance. There are huge number of scholarships available, so there is always a possibility of getting one. You definitely stand a chance to get the USMLE step 1 and step 2 CK free of cost. Okay, so that is one part. Let's next, Dimpy Singh, sorry for going off topic, but I checked the Russian government side and they said that the last date to apply for the scholarship was May. But it is not, Russian government doesn't come into the picture. So I hope you are very clear about it. Russian government do not give scholarship for English taught program. They give it only for Russian taught programs, just for information. Okay. Over the years, a lot of students might have got between 120 and what they do next. Yes, Anish. There are two options for these people. Like 229 is not a problem. Okay, I'm saying 230 should be your base target. As we saw on the NRMP chart, even up to 224, 224 people do get this residency. But But suppose you have got 220, let's say, and or 215, you are definitely not going to get the scholarship residency. So in that case, you have no other choice but to come back to India, appear for MCI screening test, and then practice at the bachelor level. Second choice, if you get 215, you can also try it in Canada through an examination called MCCQE and MCCEE at the PG level. So that's a different story, but you are definitely not going to get another chance for step 1, and you are not definitely not going to get the residency in USA. Okay, you have been filtered out, in short, for US. How to prepare for post-graduation while studying in MBBS in roadmap for the timetable, Mr. Suchit Kilkar. I told you, Dr. Suchit, it's the same thing. You have to prepare for step 1 and step 2 CK. Both are online exam. You can take our online exam along with the live lectures from US professors that will prepare you. We will give you mock test by NBME comprehensive. You feel comfortable because when you do it in India or Russia or these places, you have enough time with yourself to register for step 1. When you do it through Caribbean, you will have to do it on the 3 years and 4 months. Okay? That's right. Anish, I gave you the last question also, answer to the last question. Sridhar, I could not crack NEET. How can I expect that? I showed you the percentage of passing on step 1, 2 and 3. Feeling low on confidence is not going to help you. If you cannot crack NEET, that doesn't mean you cannot crack step 1. These are absolutely two different things. If you cannot crack NEET, do you think you will not crack MCI screening test? Then you should leave MBBS and opt for another alternative, because don't waste your money and time in career. You can, if you are hell-bent on becoming a doctor, these are must examinations. You saw the passing ratio. If you think you are above average, just above average, the average is 228, 227. Just type on Google the average score of USMLE step 1 in 2016 or 15. You will know it is around 227. If you are above average student, you are bound to get into PG. And what is hard work for otherwise? So Sridhar, it's not a magic to get 230. It's a very, if you work hard on it, if you get the right university to learn USMLE step 1 and has got a successful ratio of so many doctors before they who have been placed in US who cracked USMLE step 1. There is a huge number of physicians already settled. There are physicians who are in residency. There are physicians in the clinical rotations. There are currently studying students over there, huge numbers. So we can connect you with everybody. You can understand the whole thing and then think of going over there. If you are a bit unconfident that I'm not even above average. If you are sure that you are not above average, please do not choose American program. There is no sense in doing that. If you think you are below average, please go for other programs, because then medical PG in Germany is something which is going to work for you after MBBS in another East European country or Asian country. Okay? Over there, again, the free German language coaching while you study MBBS, that is the main requirement for getting into the PG. There is no big other thing available. The problems and challenges are not there. So I hope you understand options are there. It's your confidence level, it's your hard work which is going to do that. Okay? So next is Nabil. I think I gave you the scholarships. There are huge number of scholarships available for both, whether you take Caribbean or whether you take any other things. There are educational loans available through us. We can provide you that. So even if you have a budget of, let's say, 30 lakhs, I would use it at 15, 16 lakhs for MBBS or 20 lakhs for MBBS and 15 lakhs for the rest of the PG program in US. That is how I would do. Or 10 lakhs for medical PG in Germany. So out of that, you can get an education loan if your documents are proper, right up to 20 lakhs. You don't need money to become a doctor right up to PG, remember. In India, you will need 2.5 crores, but in abroad, it will not be. And if you are confident to be above average, if you are getting 230, even USMLE is free if you are the scholar, through the scholarship test. I mean, what more can you expect? I really, this is the best thing that I could think of. That's how the whole thing has been designed. Next question. Which medical schools we have? You can go through the website about the university. I don't promote the universities. You can explain in detail about the scholarship, the syllabus for the syllabus is 12th NCERT, okay, PCB. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's just to filter you to some level because it's a competitive scholarship examination. I don't need to uh, ask you to spend any more time on this. You have done enough time, 2 years to prepare for NEET. I think that should be good enough. It's just on 22nd July, so it's not a big gap, just a month. We will know your preparation. No special preparations required. Just brush it up before 1 day or 2 day. From 28th June, you start brushing it up because that's the last day for registering. Okay. We will be sending you the audio and video. Okay. I came to know Spartan is unapproved. Yes, it is unapproved, Mr. Nabil. It is unapproved in 4 states, not only in California. But probably you should appreciate that one university is approved in rest of the 46 states of US. I mean, there is no need that you have to go to California. It is in US, it is a federal system. A university has to be approved in every state, not only by USMLE or ECFMG or NRMP. Okay, it has to be approved with every state, which is not an easy task. Approval in every state is not an easy task. There are universities there are 5 universities which are approved in all the states, but they are slightly expensive, like approximately 1.5 crore. I told you that the first options. So those who have higher budgets, they can go for those universities which are approved in all the states of US. Mr. Hassan, it was given for MBBS in abroad. People will have to appear for NEET, not in this year. Next year, yes, you are right. This is what is the biggest new change which is coming up for MBBS abroad. So if you are thinking to go abroad, do this year, don't do it next year. Otherwise, you might be in trouble. It's not about appearance. What is expected as per my knowledge, but I'm not sure, is you have to be a qualified, NEET qualified student to even to go abroad. Otherwise, you will not get the license in MCI. They don't want you to just go there and spend money. They want you to go there and come back to India and work as a physician. Okay. Mrunal Sarvadekar, your question is, can you brief me about scholarships and the syllabus? I think I gave the answer to that question already. Hassan, your question is, if a person of MBBS from any other country and he scored below 230, then he cannot also appear. No, he cannot. US has its own system. To get PG, you have to score 230. Okay. The next question is, many time meeting takes place. Don't mind. I don't understand this question. I'll go to the next one. How many times can I take USMLE? Dimpy, I have answered that question. USMLE is out of 308. Step 1 is out of 308, Anish. Okay. Aditya, after clearing MBBS or PG from India, can we shift to US? You are in fact never going to come back. And don't promise wrong things to your parents because 1.5 करोड़ 2 करोड़ का सैलरी मिलेगा तो कोई वापस नहीं आता, ठीक है. For clinical rotation, which states and how many US hospitals affiliated to Spartan? The list of hospitals, Anish, is mentioned on the website of our moksh16.com. When you go to MBBS in USA page, on the right side you will find the list of universities, and on every university you will find the list of clinical rotations with the logo of the hospital, and you know where you can go actually, which can be placed. It will be based on your USMLE step 1 and your specialization requirements. Okay. Uh, I could not crack. How can I crack step 1 and step 2? I think I answered that question. मिस्टर पंचाल, अगर एमबीबीएस रशिया के लेते हैं तो यूएसए में एमडी करने के लिए स्क्रीनिंग देना पड़ेगा? नहीं मिस्टर पंचाल, वही तो सबसे बड़ा फायदा मैंने समझाया कि अगर आप एमसीआई क्लियर नहीं भी कर रहे हो फिर भी यूएसएमएल स्टेप 1 आप दे सकते हो, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज, आई वांट टू स्टडी एमबीबीएस विदाउट एनी एंट्रेंस एग्जाम. आई एम सॉरी, यू शुड लीव एमबीबीएस. I think I have answered most of the questions. If any of the questions are remaining, then please tell me. How much money can we earn during MD? I told you that. What is the total tenure of program? 9.4 years minimum. I joined the webinar. Okay, Hassan, I understand that. I think, Mr. Deepak, I have explained you how the whole program runs and what is the break of, the theory and the practical part. Chinmay Trivedi. Next is finalized, no. Next is going to be next year, expected to be. Okay. I think till now it's only MCI screening test, not next. But next year it is definitely going to be next. I hope the first question which everybody asked about money. Now, if you calculate MBBS starting from 15 lakhs plus MD in USA, you start earning. You get your education loan and your life is set. Or MD in Germany, in case you are not able to crack. Take a consolidated program. Money, I can promise you, it's not going to be a big problem. And I think you are all convinced. You will all do research. You will all get the recorded version of this presentation. I will not be in India, but in the meantime, all of you will get it. And I'll be happy if anybody of you will have any question. They can go through moksh16.com. This is the first thing you should do. Second thing, there is a live chat option where we have a call center where people will answer you if they are available on the desk, not in the night. Third thing, you can talk to any of our counselors and you can call on this number. Okay. These are the 3 contact points that you have, and you can definitely get through. Yes, Aditya, tell me, did I miss your question? Please tell me your question again. Can you please tell me your question again, Aditya? Yeah, go on, please. I'm looking for your question right now, Aditya. I am not able to see your question. Can you please? Process of admission. Okay. Process of how to register. Oh, you just go to moksh16.com or call these numbers. I've given you all contact numbers. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. I'll again take you to our website page. Okay. You can simply do moksh16.com. Anybody wanting to apply for a university, they can do this. Okay. You can apply now. It's an online system for all the universities. Okay. If you want to apply uh, for no, Aditya, I audio is not going to help me. Just chat it. And MBBS in USA page. Okay. Here is one of the university, and you can check the scholarship over there. This university offers you certain scholarship. You go here. There is a separate information given on the scholarship over here. Here it is. How to get scholarship, and everything is mentioned over here. Register for the scholarship. Can you see this? It's there on the website. If you, it's there on the, you go to moksh16.com, select the university, and you can register for this, scholarship. Even if you do it here, or you are going, we will be providing you with the another option very soon, wherein everybody can, this MBA will vanish. Actually, it will come here, and there will be a scholarship over here. So you'll find it later, within next 2-3 days. You'll find it here as a scholarship option. Okay. But then this is what is the place where you register yourself, whether you are going for Caribbean US program, or whether you are going MBBS in Russia. Remember, you need to have an admission letter to appear for scholarship examination if you are not choosing Caribbean. Okay. So suppose if you are choosing okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Aditya. The scholarship test is going to define. Okay. uh, we will talk about 90% and all. I will have, because everything will be, if you read, it will be very clear. We are going to see everything, not only scholarship test. We are even going to read your 12th percentage and then compare and give it to the right people. So don't worry on that part. Okay. So all I can tell you is just register yourself, make as many people register, so that what happens, more the people, better is a competent score. If we are going to go by the percentile, not by percentage. So you have to be better than others in comparison with others, not just by percentage. I hope you understand now. So your score will matter a lot on the 12th, but that does not guarantee you the scholarship. You are slightly late because a lot of people have already got the scholarships. They have got the admission letters. They have applied in advance. At that time, if you read the page, you will realize that these scholarships were available unconditionally without scholarship test. This is a direct scholarship was available. But then that date is over now. Okay. So now USMS is a new scholarship test which is available. You can just go for it. These are the hospitals which we were talking about. These are the hospitals where you will do the residency, clinical rotation, sorry. Okay. So if there are some scholarship balanced, Aditya, I would suggest you to check with, I have given you Gauri's number. This is the number. I would request anybody interested in any one of the program of scholarship and participating, they can contact this number. This is the board line. This is the personal line. Okay. So call this number and you can get, if the scholarship is available, you will definitely get without scholarship test. If the scholarship is, I am really not too sure about the availability, because a lot of applications have come and I need to check whether they have been, who all have been already issued. So those who are interested to apply without, even scholarship test, but if the scholarship is available, then you please try on this number. and ask her. Miss Gauri is the name. You can jot down the number. If the scholarship is available, you can check with her and you can confirm with her and apply immediately. In case you want the scholarship for step 1 and step 2 examination online, if you are studying in other countries like Asia or Europe, then in that case you will have to apply for the admission letter plus the scholarship test will be required. Okay, so you don't need to get any money, give any money. Documents is the main thing. Just application fee, maybe some $100 or maybe depending on the university. You just ensure that you have the admission letter and you are a participant on the scholarship. I think I'm making myself extremely clear to all of you how the scholarships would be, you know, given to all of you. It's really worth trying it, and I can tell you that a lot of people will thank us after some, once you get into these programs, get some scholarship, study till PG, you will remember us for the right guidance. Okay. I hope it's everything is clear. I must thank you for your attendance, and I hope all of you do not have aims tomorrow. Okay. Note down the numbers and you have the helpline. Okay. See you next week, maybe next Saturday. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot for your all answers, all questions answered. Nobody with any new questions. Aditya, are you satisfied? Aditya? I don't hear anything. Okay. I believe he has got what he wanted. So thanks a lot for attending and see you sometime later. Anybody who wants to connect in the meantime can connect over here. Okay. Thanks a lot and I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.